Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my 28 weeks pregnancy update. So I'm actually filming this video a little bit late. I am 29 weeks and a few days. I think I'm like 29 weeks and 3 days or something along those lines. We had a really hectic past week. In addition to some things going on with the baby, we also had our baby shower, which was out of town. So it's been crazy to say the least. But I have a lot of things to update you guys on, and I'm so sorry that I'm uploading this late. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. Okay, so as always, I like to start off these videos now with telling you guys kind of like what the Bump app says. So the Bump app says that the baby is the size, or the baby was at 28 weeks the size of an eggplant, and it was about 14.8 inches and about 2.5 pounds. And so some of the symptoms that the Bump app says that I should have been experiencing at 28 weeks were trouble sleeping. That was definitely the case. Shortness of breath. Yes, definitely. The baby is like crowding my lungs now. Aches and pains, yes. And let's see, Braxton Hicks contractions. That was a huge thing this past week, which I will definitely go into detail about with you guys. If some of you saw my Instagram stories post, you guys kind of know a little bit about it. And if you're not following me on Instagram, sometimes if I have a quick update, I update you guys on there. So I will put my Instagram name across the screen right now. And then leaky boobs. Yes, I think last week my boobs were leaking a lot. But I think during the 27th week, they were leaking a lot. And then 28 weeks, I don't think they leaked as much. And yeah, so leaky boobs. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the symptoms that I took notes on. So the first thing that I have written down is nesting in all capital letters, because oh my gosh, guys, at 28 weeks, for some reason, it hit me like a ton of bricks, and I just felt this really strong urge to clean and like just get everything ready for the baby, which was kind of good timing because our baby shower was this past weekend. So I was like coming up on the we were coming up on the baby shower while I was 28 weeks. So I just kind of felt like I was just ready to just get everything that we needed and just get everything into place. And yeah, I mean, I can't believe how hard the nesting phase hit me, because I kept wondering to myself, like, when am I going to feel that? Am I going to feel that? Because I know a lot of women say that they do have that nesting feeling. So trouble sleeping was a pretty big issue. And like I've said in my previous videos, it's mostly because I have a lot of back pain. Okay, and then the huge thing was the Braxton Hicks contractions, which I explained a little bit in my Instagram stories, like I said. So I was having a ton of Braxton Hicks contractions, and specifically on, so it was a Monday night, and I actually had a doctor's appointment the next day. Thank goodness, because I probably would have tried to just go in anyways because I was having so many. So if some of you guys have had Braxton Hicks contractions and you've tried to do some research on it, I'm getting out of breath. But if you guys have tried to do some research on it, a lot of things say that if you have 6 Braxton Hicks contractions within an hour, that you should call your doctor. Well, I was definitely having 6 an hour that Monday night, and it lasted for multiple hours, and they were like really strong Braxton Hicks contractions. So to say the least, I barely got any sleep, and I was very worried that night. But I never ended up calling my doctor because, like I said, I had a doctor's appointment the next day. So I figured I would try and wait it out and just go to my doctor's appointment and see what my doctor said. Well, I went to the doctor's, and she checked my cervix, and she wanted to make sure that I wasn't dilated, which I was not dilated, thank goodness. And she actually said that my cervix was still posterior, which I wasn't really sure what that meant until I went home and looked it up. But basically, your cervix, I think I'm saying this right. So basically your cervix is posterior, so it points towards, I think it's either it points towards your back until you're like getting ready for labor, and then it points, and then your cervix actually moves and points in the opposite direction. So I was very happy to hear those things. But what was really strange was that I told my doctor that we were traveling for a baby shower, and that we were going to be in the car for about 5 to 6 hours, and she seemed like she was a little bit concerned about that, about us being in the car for that long, and I guess just being out of state. But she didn't really explain like why she was concerned about it, because, you know, like I said, she had checked me and everything seemed to be okay, even though I was having so many Braxton Hicks contractions. So I was a little bit confused as why she like seemed concerned, and that of course made me a little bit concerned and made me wonder if we should really be traveling at all. So that wasn't fun, but we decided to go ahead and go to our baby shower. And if I haven't uploaded the baby shower video by now, it will be my next video, but if I have, I will leave it in the description box below, but I think it's gonna be after this video. But anyways, we had a great baby shower and everything turned out great. I actually would not recommend traveling though at this stage in pregnancy, just because in addition to the Braxton Hicks contractions that I was really worried about, I was just super uncomfortable and like exhausted, and it just felt like it was just too much on my body and everything like that. So anyway, so I hope that I explained everything that I wanted to about the Braxton Hicks contractions. I've still been having them, but not as frequent and like regular as I was having that one night, but I've still been having them quite a bit. And yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I really hope that he stays in there for as long as he possibly can, because it is not time for that yet. Okay, and so the last couple of things I have to tell you guys about are just some things that have continued. The baby has continued to hiccup a lot. He hiccups probably for about 5 minutes straight, like at least once or twice a day. And his hiccups I feel like they've gotten pretty like intense actually. It's just a very like steady, frequent little bubble popping feeling. And he's been moving a lot more, and his kicks aren't really like jabs anymore. They're just kind of like, he's rolling around a lot in there. And then I was still having leg cramps, but really not too many. The round ligament pain, I haven't had that too bad anymore. And of course the back pain, I've really struggled with that if you guys have been following so far. But yeah, I think that is actually it for my 28 weeks video. I hope I didn't go over that too quickly with you guys and I didn't forget anything, but I will see you guys in my next video for my 29 weeks, of course. And yeah, I will go ahead and show you guys my baby bump. Even though I'm now a little past 29 weeks, I still wanted to show you guys. And I'll actually go ahead and just insert a quick picture right here. That way you guys can see like an actual 28 weeks belly, even though I don't think it's grown too much since then. But this is just a picture that I posted on my Instagram. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, as always, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!